out for a meal. Why don't you join us? We make a good foursome. Lots in common.
Sunday, 6:15, we delve into the Coronation Street archives. And at 7:15, new drama.
Where do you think you're going? You can't walk out on me.
Catherine Cookson's The Man Who Cried. Then, just for a laugh, Jeremy Beadle's You've Been Framed, Late. ITV's New Look Sunday.
But next this evening, we'll be joining ITN for today's international news.
We go there.
We do that.
We go there.
We do that.
We go there.
We do that.
We don't go there.
We do that.
We go there.
We don't do that.
We go there.
We do that.
At Thomson, we spend 52 weeks a year, making your 2 weeks perfect.
What's the answer to too much Christmas? Good old yellow pages.
Britain's lowest prices guaranteed, or your purchase free. That's the deal on all Schreiber rigid kitchens, all Schreiber bedrooms. The MFI sale now on.
We've been watching you for some time now and discovered your innermost desires, giving us the ability to satisfy your every need. We can reproduce any sound
Wonderfully, darling.
and whatever form we take, our color and definition is always as sharp as a unicorn's horn. And with 3,000
component tests, even when we age, we still remain young at heart.
Who are we? Mitsubishi, built around you.
Cher, le Daily Express. France for £1. £1.
Cruise P&O European ferries to France for just £1 with this week's Daily Express. We're expecting plenty of reservations.
To visit Turkey is to see many worlds, a land of culture and hospitality. Turkey is paradise preserved.
Now there's a new way to help you give up smoking. The Nicorette patch, available without a prescription from your pharmacist. If you're determined to quit, it'll help you beat your craving.
The Lenscrafters January frame sale. Hundreds of frames up to 60% off.
You can't argue with that, can you?
The Lenscrafters January frame sale. On now.
Among hundreds of acres of beautiful English woodland is CenterParcs. A family holiday built around an amazing subtropical swimming paradise. At CenterParcs, the first thing you do is unwind. Then you can choose to do as little or as much as you like. Indoors, outdoors, everything you need for fun and relaxation. Ring for the brochure. CenterParcs, the unique British holiday the weather can't spoil.
For the first time on Sundays, family action movies. Next Sunday at 6:30, Top Gun.
I can see it's dangerous for you. It takes a lot more than just fancy flying.
Take your partners for You've Been Framed at 8:30.
Impersonating a police officer, uttering threats, afraid. I've fallen in bad company here.
Anna Lee's First Case, next Sunday.
Hemlock, a retired US agent, accepts a special payment for a special assignment. Clint Eastwood in the Eiger Sanction tonight at 9:50. You're watching London Weekend Television. Now the world news with Julia Somerville.
Good evening. The baby girl left beside a telephone box on Friday night has been reclaimed by her mother. They're together in the hospital where the baby is being looked after. The mother says she was snatched from her in September.
Back together after 4 months, Nasreen Sadiq and the child she says is her year-old daughter Iram. It had been a tense and emotional reunion, but the reaction of the baby has left police and hospital staff in no doubt that these are mother and daughter. And having been missing for both her birthday and Christmas, Nasreen can't wait to get her daughter back to Birmingham.
She's got quite a lot of presents at home to be opened. They're all wrapped up, all packed, waiting for her to come home. She's going to open them herself.
Confirmation that Iram is Nasreen's daughter should come tomorrow when both have blood tests. But the saga won't end there. 3 men are facing charges over the September kidnapping, and Southall police are investigating Iram's abandonment on New Year's Day.
If, as seems certain, the blood tests do show that the child here is that of Nasreen Sadiq, it will bring to an end 4 months of separation and give what was a sad story a happier ending. Simon Cumbers, ITN, Ealing.
President Bush has left Moscow after signing the START II treaty with President Yeltsin. It'll abolish 2/3 of the American and Russian long-range nuclear missiles.
A morning walk in the Kremlin for Presidents Bush and Yeltsin before the centrepiece of this, their second and last summit, the official signing of the START II treaty. For George Bush, this moment was the climax of his promise of a new world order, as the two presidents agreed to the destruction of their deadliest first-strike nuclear weapons. Afterwards, Boris Yeltsin said START II would become known as the Treaty of Hope, sentiments echoed by President Bush.
We stand together today in this great city at the threshold of a new world of hope, a widening circle of freedom for us and for our children.
Outside in Red Square, anti-Yeltsin demonstrators attacked official cars, but George Bush left Moscow satisfied that in the final major act of his presidency, he has signed the biggest arms treaty ever.
The father of the British charity worker murdered in Somalia says his son knew the dangers but put the job first. Initial reports that Sean Devereux was shot by his own guards are now being discounted.
Sean's parents were told of their son's death at their home in Surrey. Today, with his daughter Tanya at his side, Mr. Devereux spoke of their loss.
We talked briefly at Christmas and we asked about, the risks and if anything ever happened, what about things afterwards? And he said, I'm not worried about things afterwards. As long as my heart beats now, this is the time I want to do something. And he did it, and we're proud of that. We've lost a wonderful son.
Interviewed in Kismayo last month, Sean spoke of the continuing danger of gun law there despite the US presence.
The disarmament issue has to be addressed. It's no good for the Americans to come, help us with food convoys and then clear off.
Today, UN Secretary-General Boutros Ghali, who's in Somalia, joined others in offering his condolences to Sean's parents. They're now trying to contact Sean's other sister, who's on holiday in France and unaware of her brother's death. James Forlong, ITN, Camberley.
The Prime Minister says the pound will not return to the European exchange rate mechanism for at least a year. Mr. Major said there were problems which needed to be sorted out before Britain could rejoin.
Certainly not imminent. No one.
How long is imminent?
Well, imminent is certainly not this year. Beyond that, one can't make judgments. It's necessary to correct the fault lines, and I don't know how long that will take. I don't know whether other people will be prepared to do it. But it is necessary for us to look at that. And it may be, in the light of the experience we've had with the exchange rate mechanism, that it's necessary to look at something else fresh as well.
Now soccer, and Ian Rush spared Liverpool's blushes, scoring a late equaliser against second division Bolton in the FA Cup. Former Liverpool player Ian Seagrave headed home to put Bolton 2 up by half-time. But an own goal and then a tap-in for Rush earned the Merseysiders a replay at Anfield. In the other cup match, Nottingham Forest beat Southampton 2-1 at the City Ground. And that's all for now. I'll be back with our main news at 8:45.
Good evening. Well, many of us are going to wake up to a covering of snow tomorrow morning. It's all associated with this weather front. There's quite a bit of snow on it to come as it pushes its way steadily overnight tonight down into the southeast with clearer showery weather following along behind. So tomorrow starts over the Midlands and southeastern parts of England, East Anglia, overcast for the rain, sleet and snow. Brighter weather to the west and to the north, with a fair few showers right up in the far northwest. What you'll find through the day is that brighter weather just slowly but surely works its way down into the southeast, but it'll be very reluctant to clear away there from East Anglia before more rain begins to return up from the southwest late in the day. Temperatures tomorrow, well, these are well up on what we saw today. A good average is around 7 degrees Celsius, which is 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Just a reminder, sleet and snow tonight, clearing tomorrow.
Good evening. Commuters in London and the South East have a very unwelcome New Year present. There are big fare increases on London buses, tubes and British Rail. Kay Oliver reports.
Hard on the heels of Christmas, a triple blow for commuters. Tickets on rail, bus and tube have increased at more than double the rate of inflation. Although fares across the network have gone up, passengers in London and the South East are bearing the brunt, with increases approaching 10%. A move which many fear will force people back into their cars.
For reasons of policy, general policy, environmental policy, question of congestion, you want people to use public transport and not use their car.
The new rate sees the cost of a season ticket from Southend rise by just under £100. Commuters from Guildford will have to pay almost £140 more, while from St Albans it's £172 price increase. British Rail, whose revenue from ticket and property sales has been hit by the recession, say they need to hike their prices to pay for track and carriage repairs. But that's little consolation to the people who'll have to find the extra cash.
I think it's absolutely mad that we should be paying the most expensive public transport in Europe when we get one of the worst services.
It's a catch-22 situation. You've got to use public transport, and the authorities know that.
Network South East are keeping the increase in off-peak fares down to 5% to help promote leisure travel. Commuters returning to work after the Christmas holidays will no doubt have to dig deeper in their pockets than ever before for a ticket to travel on what is arguably Europe's most expensive public transport system. Kay Oliver, LWT News, Waterloo.
And commuters driving around the capital could be in for a bad day tomorrow also. The M25 is likely to be even busier than usual. They're widening the road between the M4 and M40 exits. Work starts at midnight. Waterloo Bridge is out of action for a fortnight. Further along the river, Battersea Bridge is also closed, so expect central London snarl-ups. Other news, Scotland Yard is searching for an assassin after a middle-aged man was shot dead in central London. Property dealer Don Urquhart was walking along Marylebone High Street last night when a gunman shot him 3 times. The killer escaped at high speed on the back of a motorbike. Muslims were protesting in London today. They were demonstrating against the destruction of the Ayodhya Mosque by Hindu militants. After gathering at Hyde Park, they marched to the Indian Embassy. And some of the world's finest young dancers have been limbering up at the Royal Festival Hall. They're competing tonight for a top prize of £2,000. The money will be put towards further training. Well, that's it, the very last LWT News. Thank you for watching. From tomorrow, you'll have a new style news service. London News Network will bring you news, features and entertainment 7 days a week. There'll be bulletins throughout the day, and at 6 o'clock, a new hour-long show called London Tonight, which tomorrow will feature an inside look at motorway madness. Tomorrow at 6. Good evening. Bye-bye.
Good evening. It's been a bright if cold afternoon and temperatures are now beginning to dip again. So that'll leave us with a frosty evening and night with a possibility of snow in places. Minimum temperature around -5 Celsius, 23 Fahrenheit. After a frosty start, tomorrow will turn out dry with at least some sunshine in most places. That's it from me. Join me for more at 9:05. Good evening.
LWT produces local programs that are right up your street. for the best local picture, it's got to be LWT, the one to watch.
Next, classic Coronation Street.
Start playing the £1 million Traveller's Cheque game in tomorrow's Daily Mail. For the next 6 weeks, we're giving away hundreds of cash prizes. Dream holidays like historic Venice and exciting Rio de Janeiro. There's a £10,000 weekly cash prize and a trip for two to spectacular Africa. Plus, there's a fabulous £50,000 jackpot.
But I don't take the Daily Mail.
Well, pick up a copy with a game card from your newsagent and start playing tomorrow, only in the Daily Mail.
For your Kuoni Hong Kong holiday, see your ABTA travel agent or call this number free.
Whopper, please.
You got it.
Pickle.
Oh, you don't like pickle? Well, leave it out.
You can't do that.
It's your Whopper. Have it your way.
Now at Burger King, you can have any flame-grilled burger the way you want it, so you get your burger your way.
Yeah, hi. Double cheeseburger, hot the mustard. BK chicken flamer, extra tomato. Whopper. Extra lettuce. No meat.
Burger King's new way with burgers, your way. No ifs, no buts, and no time.
No pickle.
You want it your way. At BK, you got it.
Is your boss a sexist, egotistical, lying, hypocritical bigot? Well, have you ever thought about revenge? Getting your own back? Take our advice. Don't get mad, get even.
Why? Why do you think?
Tonight at 10.
Because I'm a sexist, egotistical, lying, hypocritical bigot? Bingo.
When the pressures of 9 to 5 are too much, join Lily, Dolly and Jane.
Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living.
If ever you want me, I shall be here.
Oh, I understand. You're a man with 2 wives who wants a fancy piece on the side as well.
She's having my child.
Get out.
Catherine Cookson's The Man Who Cried.